Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to give you a full tour of our organized kitchen and dining room area.
We were young and we were free and running, never bothered about what could be coming. Every day we danced and life was smiling. We were young and drunk in love. A few years later I have started thinking if it's just love in every...
Thank you so much for coming back to my channel, you guys. I am so excited for the potential this channel has. I'm just seeing it grow, and I'm seeing all of the fun and exciting things that I can do with it, and I'm having so much fun with it. So I am so glad that you guys are here with me. If you have not subscribed yet, make sure to hit that button, that subscribe button down below, and turn on your bell notifications so that you are notified every time I upload a new video. So my tentative upload schedule right now is to try and get a video up every Tuesday and Friday morning for you guys. They will be on the topics of home organization, decor, decluttering, simple living, homemaking. Today we're gonna do a full tour of my kitchen and dining room. My kitchen and dining room are kind of one big open space, and I don't have like a big walk-in pantry. I don't have a lot of things that I think is pretty typical in like a newer build home that you might see. So I feel like this is a pretty standard size kitchen and dining room space. First, I'm gonna walk you through our dining room kind of before I decorate for fall. I have a few little fall touches out, but I'm going to be decorating for fall later on today. So I wanted to give you guys this tour kind of like before all of the fall explosion hits because I have got a lot of fall decor that I'm really excited to share with you guys, and I'm going to be doing a clean and decorate with me this Friday on my channel. So if you are not subscribed, make sure you do so that you don't miss that video. So let's get started. Before I get started with the tour, I want to give you guys just kind of an overview. So this is our dining room and our kitchen, and it is open all the way to our living room, which I'm standing in right now. So this is our space. So over here in our dining room, we're gonna start over here. The table my husband and I did build. We kind of DIY'd the plans for the most part, honestly, but we did kind of base it off of Anna White's Farmhouse table, so I will link that down below. My white chairs are from Target, and I will link those. Those are still available. And then the sideboard buffet back over there is a build as well, and it is from Anna White. I will link that below. We built these floating shelves back in the spring, and I absolutely love them. They are from a plan from Shanty to Chic, so I will link that as well as any of the decor that I can find that is still available. My light fixture is from Home Depot, I believe. If I can find it, I will link that down below. And now let's go take a look at the shelves. Here is a close-up of our shelves. Right now, I just kind of have some everyday decor, except for that one little pumpkin sign. But this is what I have on it for right now. These are stained in Briar Smoke by Valspar. And then I use my cake stand for any kind of baked goods. Right now, there's a few chocolate chip cookies lingering. Our sideboard, the outsides are open. I try to put a little bit of decor in them, and then I use baskets to organize things. In this first basket, I keep things like tablecloths, cloth napkins that are nicer, and then some of my aprons. Then I have a lantern from Hearth and Hand up here. And then over here on this side, I have a scale that's from Hearth and Hand. And then this basket down here houses all of our everyday cloth napkins, so my kids can easily get these. The center has two sliding barn doors that open up, and this is where I house a lot of my serviceware. This side houses pitchers. I have a cake stand and a platter, as well as some vases. And then I have some platters, a cheese board, a bread bowl, fruit trays, an ice bucket, and then we also keep our larger water bottles in here. So now over into my kitchen. We actually painted all of these cabinets white. They used to be a really dark espresso brown. I will pop in a picture here in a minute so that you guys can see what it used to look like. And then we've added the subway tile backsplash, under cabinet lighting, and then replaced the pendant lighting over the island, as well as painted the walls. And we've spent just under $400 for everything. And I think the before and after is pretty awesome with how much we spent. So you will notice that I keep all of my countertops pretty bare for the most part. I don't like to have a lot of clutter on my counters. I don't keep really any appliances besides my coffee pot out. And this just gives me plenty of space to prep food, and I can always see when I have clutter on my counters if they don't look like this, because things don't start to blend into the background. I'm going to just give you a really quick overview inside all of my cabinets. I did do a full kitchen organization tour after I did an extreme declutter back in the late winter, early spring. So I will make sure to link that down below. But note that this is just after I've already done all of that. This is 6-7 months later, and I feel like it still is working out really well, and I've not done much of a declutter at all since then. So let's take a peek inside my cabinet. The top of my pantry houses protein bars, protein powders, and then potatoes, onions, and garlic in the very top. This cabinet holds like sugars, flours, oats, that kind of stuff on the top. And then this is some homemade bread. My fruit bowl, as well as pastas and oils in the back. And then this is chips and snacks in that bottom drawer. This cabinet here, right above my dishwasher, is where we keep our plates and cups and kind of everyday bowls and servingware. This is the stuff we reach for all the time. So, and it's right above the dishwasher, so it's really easy to put all of this away. Down below, next to the dishwasher, we have one drawer and one cabinet. This is our quote unquote junk drawer. And this is probably the messiest drawer in my kitchen. So this is what it looks like. I use clear acrylic drawer organizers from Target. I will link those down below to organize it. And then this cabinet holds some of our most used appliances. This is our blender, which is used every single day. Back behind the blender, we also have a toaster. And then next to the toaster is a veggie tray, a traveling veggie tray. And then up on this shelf, I have the single serve containers for the blender, a casserole dish, as well as some pie pans in the back. As you move along the cabinets, you'll come to underneath my kitchen sink. And this space can get really messy really quickly, especially if you're one to overbuy on cleaning products, which I can be. So I have to be careful and tell myself no a lot at the grocery store. I keep a sponge up here and then a paint sample and some spackle just so that they're temperature controlled. I have our dishwasher tabs. Behind that, I have SOS pads to clean my sink. This is where we keep our sponges and magic erasers. And then this is where we keep our cleaning rags and e-cloth. And e-cloth is what I use on my dining room table. It's what I use on my granite countertops, and it's what I use to clean with all the time, just using water. It's very similar to Norwex. If you've never tried it, I will leave a link down below for you to give it a shot. Then over here is more of our like actual everyday cleaning products, dish soap, everyday cleaners. I even keep our floor cleaners in here. And then I also keep things like our stainless steel cleaner and our glass stovetop cleaner in there. So that's that. As you move along to the left side of the sink, we have this section of cabinets over here that I will go through. This first section is our kind of our baking section. And so at the very top, we have measuring cups, attachments to my stand mixer, my hand mixer, and then over here we have our glass baking dishes. Then we have our food storage as well as our glass measuring cups. And then down at the bottom, I have some everyday baking supplies like vanilla, baking soda, baking powder. I keep our knives in here actually, which I know is kind of weird, but it keeps them away from my kids. Even though they're probably old enough now, I still just keep them in a basket up high. And then our food scale. This corner cabinet is where we store some food items. The top shelf is kind of like overflow. If we have an extra of something, it goes up there. We have some baking supplies in the middle, and then the bottom is pretty much all bread, tortillas, peanut butter, and honey. And then this last cabinet is where we keep our canned goods and our spices, and then olive oils and vinegars at the top. Below those cabinets, we have some drawers, a Lazy Susan cabinet, and then a really tiny, tall, narrow cabinet that I will show you inside. This drawer houses baking tools, things like my whisk, my cookie scoops, my spatulas, and my measuring spoons. This drawer houses some more kitchen gadgets. The third drawer holds just a few more kitchen items. These are more or less used items, but still things I need to access on a fairly regular basis. And then the very bottom drawer holds all of our kitchen towels. And when this drawer gets overly full, then I know I need to purge. The Lazy Susan is where we keep our pots and pans, our strainers and skillets, and a few of our larger mixing bowls. So they fit really nicely on this turnaround. And then this tall, skinny cabinet is where we keep things like cookie sheets and baking sheets, pizza pans, and that type of stuff. Our oven has a storage drawer down below, and in this we keep cupcake holders and brownie pans and that type of stuff. Above our microwave we have a small cabinet, and then we also have a cabinet directly above the coffee pot. In this cabinet we keep things like vitamins. I have a recipe box here, our kids' medicine, and then I also keep my food chopper up here. It has a super, super sharp knife, so I'm trying to keep that away from my kids. And then this is our coffee and water bottle cabinet. So down in the bottom, we keep our coffee cups. I use this wine bottle rack actually to store our water bottles. And then coffee and drink mixes are at the very top. You'll see on the side of our fridge, we use this as kind of our command center. I have a monthly calendar, I have a grocery list, I have a meal plan, and then I also have a little magnetic cup that holds a couple pens and pencils. And then I have a magnetic clear sleeve where I keep my recipe binder. And I do have a link to my recipe binder, so I will make sure to link that down below. And then down below in this cabinet and drawer, I will give you guys a peek inside that now. This drawer is where we keep our hot pads and then any type of utensils that we will use at the stove. Right here is where we keep our spatulas, but they're obviously both dirty. This cabinet down below holds our baking dishes, our cooling racks for our cookies, our mixing bowls, and then in the very back there's also a cake pan that's a traveling cake pan. I don't use that super often, but I do use it some, so I'm going to continue to keep it. Above the refrigerator is a basket. In that basket we keep some to-go coffee cups for people if they want to take some coffee with them. And then I also keep some plastic plates that my kids use pretty often. They're just kind of extras that we use if my kids want to eat outside or something. I don't want them to take out a glass plate. So the cabinet above our refrigerator is actually very rarely accessed. I keep some mason jars that I do reach for from time to time. This is any kind of cake decorating supplies or cupcakes. And then in that basket we keep cookie cutters. So that's that. I think this cabinet will be used a lot more frequently this fall and winter than it has been in the past 6 months. If you continue to work your way around our kitchen, you'll see that we also have a kitchen island. This island is about 5 to 6 feet long, so it's not huge, but it's perfect extra storage that we really do need. So this right side drawer houses plastic wrap, plastic bags, chip clips, crock pot liners, all that good stuff. And then this left drawer, this is our silverware drawer, and it also houses my husband's grilling tools because it's closest to our back door, as well as like our skewers. We use these to make sandwiches, so those get used often. And then I still have a few baby spoon items because we do have some nieces and nephews who use those. Down below, there are 2 cabinets. This cabinet probably needs to be tidied a little bit, but my kids are in and out of this cabinet constantly, so for that reason alone, I'm pretty happy with how it looks. This is like their snacks. This is where we keep like cups and bowls that they use. And then back behind, I don't know if you can see, I keep a few extras if I buy in bulk from Sam's or anything. I keep extra snacks back there. There's applesauce patches, oatmeal. These are protein bars down here in this basket, to-go containers, and then obviously Pop-Tarts, cereal, and Goldfish. And in the very back behind here, we keep lunch boxes. So there's that cabinet. This left cabinet is where I keep some of my baking appliances. I have a grain mill, and I have, with the bowl toppling over, I have my stand mixer. Behind my stand mixer is an indoor griddle or an indoor grill. And then I also have, these are cupcake liners up here, and then those are all of my cookbooks that I've chosen to keep. The white binder is my baking binder. So the one that's on the side of my refrigerator is my like everyday, main dish dinner type meals, and then that binder is anything that is like a baked good. Well, I hope that you enjoyed this tour around my kitchen and dining room. I hope that you guys got some organization, inspiration, and some ideas of how to keep things kind of clean and decluttered without feeling like you're living in a sparse, blank, white, boring house. So just let me know if you guys liked this kind of video. I'm planning to do kind of a tour around each one of the rooms in my home. So far, I have a living room tour, our homeschool room tour, and now here's the kitchen and dining room tour. So I will make sure to link all of those into a playlist so that you guys can access those. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I will be having my 2020 Fall Clean and Decorate with me coming up really, really soon, probably at the end of this week. So make sure you stay tuned, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye, guys.